Hi, I welcome you to the program Move Up the Corporate Ladder. This is one of the best decisions that you have taken, and you want to move your career up the corporate ladder, right? I see your commitment, and I promise that you would get every aspect of the advice how you can move your career from where you are to where you want to go. So I once again welcome you to the program. I want you to go through all the videos in the program and keep making notes whenever you want to and keep taking actions. Remember one thing very clearly that unless you take actions, the results will not get created. Just by watching videos and understanding, you will not be able to create the results. So for effective results, taking action is very important. I also urge you to read my book, which is also with the same name, Move Up the Corporate Ladder. It's available in Amazon. Read that book. That book also describes in detail the complete background understanding about it and how step by step you can keep taking action and you can keep moving up the ladder as you keep on going and taking actions. I would like to share one slide with all of you. Now, I want you to be aware that this program is for you if you are someone who work who works for a corporate and who wants to move up in your career much faster and quicker in your career, right? You don't want to wait for 15 years, 20 years to become a director or a VP. Why not becoming a director in 5 or 6 years? Why not becoming a VP in about 8 or 9 years? It's all possible. If you follow my strategy that I have mentioned, you can easily keep on moving up the corporate ladder, right? So this program is for you if you are someone who wants to move fast in your career. I want you to be aware that you might be capable, you might be educated, you might be having the right experience, you might have excellent communication skills. Those are, of course, required, but that is not all. We need a few other things. So all capable people are not able to move up the corporate ladder because of few more things which are necessary, absolutely necessary for you to understand what are those important vital things that will allow you to move up the ladder. So in this program, those are the things that I would like to speak about. That is what I want you to understand and practice in your life and in your career. And that is when you see the magical results. Also, another thing that you should be aware that you are the complete owner of your life as well as your career, right? If you do not take the right decision at the right time, you are the only person who would lose not only the time but also the opportunity to make money. Time is a resource. Time is a very important resource. If you lose few more years of your life, so much of the time you have lost, and of course, so much is the opportunity to make money in the time. So, not taking the right decisions would not keep you at the right place and keep you away from making the right kind of money that you deserve and you could have made. So lost opportunity is equivalent to lost time and lost money as well. So just be aware of this fact. Now, I would like to say a few things about myself. I want you to be aware, uh, background about myself so that you know whom you are listening to and you find me worthy of adding value in your career. By qualification, I'm an engineer and MBA, and I have worked for many years in corporate. I have worked for quite reputed organizations like PricewaterhouseCoopers, Wipro, Dell, IBM, and for almost 2 decades. Currently, I am also a corporate trainer for project management. I have been doing project management trainings for last many years. And I have been, in my own career, I have been doing a lot of research around what allows some people to move faster in their career, whereas most people they keep dragging. What are some of the ingredients, some of the skills that only a few people have and most people don't? I kept on doing this research for almost 5 years, and after that, I came up with my own book. As you can see in the picture, The book is named as Move Up the Corporate Ladder. It's available in Amazon, and I have described in detail all the necessary steps that you would need to take to be able to utilize all the information and the action steps which is there in this program. I also run an executive coaching program where I actually help my coachees to practice all of these actions, all of these steps one after another. And they really achieve the growth in their career. And I have many testimonials, as you can see in my website, and then those would validate. So I have decided to benefit at least 100,000 people who could apply all of this learning and grow in their career many times faster, 3 times faster, 5 times faster, 10 times faster than they would have normally expected. These are some of the organizations where I have delivered training programs, and I deliver project management trainings. I also deliver service management, a couple of other trainings as well. Now, my coaching program, I would like to, run you through how this entire, this training program would continue. So we would speak about your career vision and your career goals. We would speak about your belief system, your values and passion. We would speak about how our mind works and how our mind plays a very important role in what we achieve in life and what we don't. We would speak about the leadership as a concept and why it is super important to learn the leadership skills if you really want to grow fast in your career. And we would also speak how easy it is to learn all these skills. You don't have to be, as I mentioned earlier, a Gandhi or a Nehru to become a leader. Anybody with any background can learn these skills and move the career ladder much faster. We would speak about how being an entrepreneur would help you in creating a lot more results for your employer. This is just a mindset shift, and this mindset shift can take you places, can really help you in positioning yourself as a premium employee and someone who would be noticed by the seniors, and you would be pulled up to the senior management ladder much faster. I would speak about a very important distinction, which is taking 100% responsibility. How this distinction you can learn in your life and apply in your career, right? And how this can create someone who is much more valuable and much more worth. I would speak about the emotions. My seventh lesson would be how do we understand our emotions and how can we acquire certain level of maturity or mastery over our emotions, and how this can impact your career very significantly. And the last lesson is how do you need to position yourself as a brand. Most people, they would work very hard, they would slog for hours, but they would not position themselves properly in the organization and in the marketplace. So in this lesson, I would speak about how do you create a brand image for yourself, and how do you create a distinction and a separate identity which could be noticed by the right people, and that would position you very differently than your colleagues. So these are my entire program is consisting of these 8 important lessons. I would like to discuss a few things before you move forward and dive deeper into my other chapters. Understand one thing very clearly, that most of us are bothered about the skills. Most of us are too much concerned about skills. We keep on acquiring one after another skills and enriching this. But other 2 aspects, knowing yourself, your strength, your values, your passion, your vision, that is very important, which most people lack, and that does not allow them to move faster. And the third distinction, how you come across to people, how people perceive you as a professional, your professional strengths and your professional aptitude. That's also very important. All of these combined with the right positioning in the market, that is what would create the result. Only learning about the skills will not create the result. So this is an important lesson that you all should be aware of. Now, if you look at your own mind, we have our inner world and we have our outer world. Our inner world is consisting of our own fears, thoughts, what are we faithful about, our levels, different levels of anxiety, our belief systems and passions. Whereas the outer world is consisting of the knowledge and how do you present yourself, how do you impress people around you, how do you speak, and so on. In our program, we would primarily focus on our inner world. We would primarily focus on our inner world, which is consisting of all of these important emotions, right? So, this program is so important and so potent that it can completely change your life for being better. So, today, if let's say you are at version 1.0, once you have gone through each of these steps, once you have gone through this entire program, you would be able to arrive at your next version, which I would call as version 2.0. And your own version of 2.0 will have lot more abilities, your ability to handle complex assignments, larger amount of business, your projects of larger budget. You will have lot more clarity in your career, and you have lot more maturity to handle people and handle failures, setbacks, rejections, and so on. You will have lot more confidence to lead your teams and create results for your organization. All of these, virtues, all of these strengths would absolutely position you very differently, and that is what I want you to become. A couple of case studies I wanted to show you. Uh, these case studies, the video testimonials are there in my website as well. You can check it out. You would see that some of these people have been able to transform themselves completely from where they were to where they reached, and they are thriving in their life, right? They were ambitious, but they were undergoing some kinds of issues. They did not have the clarity. They lacked, strength to handle their own issues, and they were just struggling in their own mind, and did not allow them to create the right results. But after going through the complete coaching program, this is who they become. They transformed themselves completely. They created results. They created harmony in the office. They created good working relations with their manager, with their team, and of course in their own life, in their personal life, they became a lot more happier. They created much happier relations with their own family members, and that complete transformation was possible by applying the same steps that I spoke about, and that is what would consist in my program. So, guys, I would like you to leave with this thought that the question is not that whether you are capable or you are not capable, because you all can create results. You all have the capability. Question is whether you will take the responsibility and create the actual results for you, and create situations and create the ladder in front of you so that you can keep stepping up as you move up the ladder. In case you have any questions, you can write back to me for any kind of clarity. So that was it in this module. That was an intro session. I wanted all of you to see it so that you know what is that you are going to get by end of the program. In case of any clarity, I am available on the email address that I have mentioned, and you can reach out to me and ask questions. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I welcome you to the next video.